Peggy 16.
Your flesh will decay, your mind will fade, but you won't ever die.
The dark is still nascent within you. May the dark shine your way. Those drawn to the dark are destined to seek it. You have seen dark that has existed from times long past. The dark that we must all face.
Hi everyone, yes that's right, here we are in Dark Souls. Can you believe this? I'm just trying to get my technicals all sorted out here, so give me 1 second, but hopefully you can hear me and hopefully this will work. That's right, after my angry rant about Dark Souls 2 on the PC the other day, I figured it was time to give this a go. Yes, I'm not very happy at all about the UI and about their supposed PC optimized port, in inverted quotes, that they've actually produced, but maybe the game is actually good. So, let's see. I am live. That's right. Hello, hi. Good to see you in the chat room there, Steph, Uramon, and Jinx McNinja, aka Justin Tyson, and Demirda. Hello to you as well. And a big hello to everyone else watching. Now, I am also in the Distant World Mumble, so that's open. I'm just going to go there now. Let's have a look here. So I'm there in the live stream channel, so if I'm doing anything particularly horrible, and trust me, I will. Hello there, Andrew Joyle and Little Green Dragon, hello to you. And don't worry that you can't hear the game sound at the moment. I'll fix that in just a minute. Excuse me. But if you want to join me in the mumbles because you just can't bear watching me, then feel free to do that. So we're in the Distant World Mumble server. Of course, you have to be a member of Distant World on Engine to be able to do that, but I'm in the LiveStream 1 channel. So feel free to jump in there and tell me something that I'm doing wrong or give me some advice, because let's flick to the game now. I think that I'm all set up. There we go. Let's press the start button. So let me know if you can hear that and if you can see that and that it's streaming okay. I hope it is. There we go. Alright, so what I'm doing here is something very deliberate, and that is that I want to play this game with keyboard and mouse. Now, before you all go, oh my god, don't do it, I deliberately want to do it because they've released this game, as you know, because of my rant. They've launched saying that it is optimized for the PC. To my mind, that means I should be able to play it on keyboard and mouse. So let's see what happens. I do, for those of you, for the hundreds and hundreds of people who messaged me, some of you nicely, some of you not so nicely, saying, buy a controller, you muppet. I do have a controller. In fact, that's it. Can you hear that? That's my controller. But I've deliberately not got it plugged in because I don't want to use a controller. Otherwise, I would have got the console version. And Matitude Dev 3 is saying this should certainly be entertaining. Yes, entertaining is a word. There's no doubt about it. Now, what I want to do, though, is the first thing I want to do is delete any games I've got here, okay? Because I haven't really done anything. I've just been mucking around, been creating characters, deleting them again, and all the rest of it. So to do that, you have to go in here. And this is where it gets interesting for a start, because obviously I don't have an X. So I can't actually... Well, there's no X on my mouse and keyboard. What I discovered by looking things up online is if I right click on this, I can then clear. So it's still really clunky. Yes, I want to delete this character. It's really clunky. It is not optimized for a keyboard and mouse at all. It's just awful. But for those of you who are wondering, if I go into the video menu here, this is everything on high. I've got absolutely everything on the highest possible setting. So this is as good as the game looks. Just in case you're wondering, it is maximum. Everything is maximum. Even screen space, what is it? Ambient occlusion. That is normally a real frame killer, and I've got that turned on. Depth of field is also a frame killer, and water. So everything, high quality shadows, the whole bit. All right, now I do know, one thing I have learned since my video is that whilst there is no escape, remember this in my video, escape, 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 you can hit backspace, and that will get us back out. Why it's backspace, I have absolutely no idea. Robert Burning Hills, hello to you, earned a new sub. Thank you very, very much, appreciate that. And hey Jenna, good to see you there as well. Alex P, hello to you. All right, so the time has come. We are going to give this a go. New game. And remember, I am playing with keyboard and mouse. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to show all of the cutscenes in the game, but we'll have a quick look at some of this.
Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded, the symbol of the curse, an augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish, time after time. is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
That's right. Now, I've got to say that that cutscene was very, very cool. That was very cool. I do enjoy that one. And here we are in game, and like I say, everything is maxed, and yes, it looks very pretty. You can see all the other players there that are doing the same thing, trying this game. Now, before I go any further, I did just want to say in the chat room there, it's very funny. I said, where's the X key? Errant Observer said it's between the Z and the C. Yes, thank you for that. No, I'm not starting at level 13, Robert Burning Hills. I don't think I am, unless there's something I don't know. How are we this fine autumn afternoon? Little Green Dragon, yes it is a fine autumn afternoon. You must be from Aussie. Blind Rage Games, hey there Sambo, and good luck, he says. I bet you're laughing right there. Now again, you're welcome to join me in the mumble if you like, especially you, Blind. I know that Katella's around. Jonathan, do they still have the gamepad controls? Yes, even though I'm playing it on PC, it still shows you Xbox 360 controls. But anyway, Chris Cross is saying Sambo's playing Dark Souls 2. Oh, this is going to be good. Yep. Hello also to you there, Kevin Iterel. Nice to see you as well. All right, so I remember, just before we go any further, I know nothing. I don't even know how Dark Souls works, as in I don't know how items work, I don't know how the health bar works, I don't know how to run, jump, fight, block, I don't know how souls work even. I don't even know how co-op or multiplayer works. I know absolutely nothing. So I figure that I'm a good test for somebody playing this game, because it's like, well, how well have the devs done at explaining it? Right? Yeah, sure. Now, I'm not going to bother going through this because you guys know the frustrations I have with the interface. It's just awful. Needless to say, I don't think I've got anything at the moment. I did get the collector-y, edition-y thing, pre-order-y stuff, but I don't know that I've actually got them yet, or whether they will come up later on. My key bindings, just in case you want to know, my jump is... Where is it? Oh, dash is apparently it's all changed without me changing it. But anyway, jump is space and dash is F. So there we go. Yes, prepare to die a lot, says Zachary Miller. Absolutely. Hello there, Zen. Good to see you. Kevin is saying, do I still play DCUO? Not very often at the moment, no. Cream of Justice, I have nothing to say of my amazement for this, but gets the popcorn and hi guys, hello. Now, that grass is very loud. I know, it's just because it's such an awful sample. Seriously, that's just awful. It's like one hideous sample that they just repeat over and over. But look, if the game, once I start actually killing stuff, if the game is too loud, let me know, because I presume somewhere in here there are options for sound. Here we go, music, sound, and voice. So yeah, let me know if it's too loud, and I will fix that up. But for now, I'm going to leave it as it is. I presume there's... Can I kick these little things here? Oh, you can! You can attack these! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, hey! 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 Don't you do that to me! Get out! No! Wow. I'm dead before I even get out of the starting area. Oh my god. Okay. That's terrible. Jeepers! Now, hang on a minute. Dude, I read somewhere that I lose HP every time I die. Now, I don't know if that's true, but if that is true, have I automatically now put myself at a disadvantage? I really need you guys to tell me, because if so, I'll roll a new character and not hit those stupid things that are out there. I'm not sure. Look at that. Blind Rage is saying that he's trying to get on the Mumble now, which is really good. Thank you. That'd be nice. But yeah, how much hit point? In fact, look, I'm going to test this. So 546. I'm going to go and do that again and see if my hit points go down. Here we go. Everyone's laughing. Don't punch the things, says Aaron. Yeah, okay. Well, I want to try it again. So 546, let's test this theory. I've already died now, so what the hell, right? Hey, come here. I also hate these games where the punch animation can't be interrupted. Oh, what's that green thing over there? Is that me? Can I take that? Touch your blood stain. What do I want to touch? My blood. That's right, Crisscross, I'm dead already. This is the other thing. I can't. There is no A, but there's enter. Okay, now, retrieval. What does that mean? Let's go in here. Where's my player status? 546. Well, I've still got 546 health. Okay, let's punch the things again and die again and see if it goes down. Come here. Come here. I want to punch you. But yes, this is one of those games where you can't do anything while the attack animation plays out, and I hate games like that. I really, really do. It's so ancient. Come on, come on, come on. Now that I want to actually attack them, I can't. Oh, this is so annoying. Where are they? Come here. Come back. Come on, you wanted to kill me before. Okay, they've just... Oh, there they go. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, annoying. Oh, so annoying. No, come here. I hate this game already. Come here. Okay, there we go from behind. No, it's too slow. Okay, maybe use that one. It's quicker. Yes, I am the master of death. Yes, that's right, Authorius. Oh, come on. I'm trying to test my theory here. I want to see if I lose hit points, because the game doesn't exactly... Oh, there's a whole bunch of them here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, look, there's a gaggle of them there, and I can't even attack them now. There we go, there we go. Okay, this is just annoying. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to quit and start again. Just because it's annoying. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, my Lord. This is what frustrates me. Okay, let's do this again. The game is defeating my attempts to die. Indeed it is. Oh boy, don't worry, we won't watch the cutscenes all over again. That was annoying. Okay, so if I hit continue and delete this, clear. You're about to delete this character. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I must be the only person, says Little Green Dragon, to fail at dying in Dark Souls. That's right, you're welcome. You are welcome. Go to the hut past that part, and no, you're as low as you can go for now. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Oh, well, never mind. We'll start a new game anyway. We'll skip past all the cutscenes and try that again. Oh, it was terrible. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Right. Here we go. Let's try this again. Off we go. Now, I don't know what the run and sprint keys are, but I presume it will show me that later. And like I say, let me know if the game is too loud. And I will turn it down just a little bit. So I presume I'm meant to be, thank you Nick, meant to be running past here. It's weird, like the game, I'm trying to comment about how it looks. I mean, we're on a low-res stream. By the way, this won't be in any form of HD because I'm streaming and I'm in Australia, so don't ask. But it's a real mixed bag. Like, sometimes it looks amazing, and other times it looks like a game from the mid-90s. It's very brown. I'll definitely say that, it's very brown. It kind of reminds me of a PS2 game. Anyway, but in slightly higher res. Alright, presume I'm meant to go in here. Oh, and this is one of the first things I noticed when I was trying to play it through earlier, is you would think something like E is use, like A, but it's not, it's the enter key.
What seems to be the ruckus? Oh my, your face. The face of the curse.
It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them. Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed. What is your name?
What is my name indeed? Now, I've just noticed someone in the chat room there. The Screaming Donkey, if you're looking at that, that is Tallahassee. And Tallahassee and I purchased this game at the same time. And by the way, Tella, you're welcome to get on the Mumbles, Distant World Mumble, if you want to join me in the chat room here. More than happy to have you along. He says, go into the hut and hit someone. And that's because he did that. He went into this hut and hit someone, and he said that one of those old crones attacked him with a soup ladle and one-shotted him, basically. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Thanks a lot for the advice there. Anyhow, let's name this person.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy. Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be?
Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
Alright, and we're at the character creator now. Oh man, this is too funny. Okay, now I have been through this a few times, so what I do know is I basically want to make Dante from Devil May Cry, and it's very easy to do. They've read up a few things online, and they all say if you're a noob, that the best thing to get is this life ring, because it slightly increases your HP. So the minimum HP that you can ever fall to is higher than normal. So I'm definitely going to go with that. Class, a lot of guides say a lot of different things. And by the way, see what I mean by PlayStation 2 graphics? Isn't it? It's just, seriously, come on. That is just awful. I know it's not about the graphics, but come on. It's bad. It's really bad. Anyway, what most things say is either be a sorcerer, which is strong up front, but it's a bit pants later on in the game, or be a knight, not a warrior. Now they do say that in Dark Souls 1, a knight got a shield, and they don't now, but apparently I'll pick up a shield fairly quickly anyway. So I am going to go with knight. I'm going to change my face and hair a little bit, my hair colour. We're going to go the Devil May Cry thing. We're going to give ourselves a bit of a beard, give ourselves a goatee. There we go. Whoops, hair colour's been messed up. These menus are so clunky. Seriously, they are just awful. There we go. Nice white hair. Tattoo I don't care about. Advanced settings I don't care about at all, if they actually would come up. And the funny thing is that you can make all these changes to your body, but then as soon as you put a different outfit on, it overwrites them all anyway. So it's just rubbish. Anyway, that's it. Finalize. Yes, please.
All
More people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know. Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
And there we are. So yeah, they're setting it up there, setting up the scene for what's about to happen, which is probably carnage. Now, I don't know what all this is. I'm assuming that I have received all of these. But hello, Dante, with your incredibly small head. Like, come on. Now, I get what... Can somebody tell me, what are all these ghosts that are in here? Are these other players? Why do they keep appearing and disappearing all the time? And why do I have to log into a server? And who are you?
This is a limbo, a link between Drangleic and the outer world. Fair traveller, I know that you must have a story. Why else would you visit such a place? This lost, decayed
blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's see if I can get up the stairs. I'm apparently walking, I don't know why. Alright, can I hit stuff with my sword? Yes! What I think I might do is turn down... where are game options? Turn down the music. How's that a bit better? I'm not sure. You guys can let me know. Maybe it's not too loud. It just sounds very loud in my headphones. Now, am I going to be attacked by something if I hit these... Oh, I don't know. Oh, I hate... Seriously, I hate games where the animation plays through, forces it... Ah, anyway. Okay, open. Pick up item, human effigy. Okay, so I don't know what those... the icons on the screen, I don't know how to access them. I don't know what 10 life gem are. I don't know how to change weapons. I don't know anything. Anyway, we'll just carry on. How do I stop walking? God damn it. This is so annoying. Can I open this chest? What's the difference between the left button and the right button? I don't know. That looked like he was trying to hold a shield or something. Anyway. I don't want to talk to you old cronies anymore. Now, one thing I do notice is that what I did was hit E at one point and that 10 life gem thing went down. I don't know what that means, but it was bad. It was really, really bad. Because I used one of them. And I don't know why and I don't know how. But anyway. Ah, this is so annoying. How do I stop walking? Seriously. Now, my chat is not updating, so I don't know if that's because... Oh, there we go. Here it comes. It's a bit slow. Hi, Sambo. Hello, Megwin Rose. Good to see you. And to the left of the hut, before you cross the bridge, there should be a troll. Thank you, Zach. Oh, God. Now, imagine if I hit one of these crones. This is terrible. Oh, it's the armor makes his head look small. Ah, okay. All right. Okay, here come all the chat pouring in. Gosh, there's a big delay. Don't see any ghosts, says Zenwing. Thanks a lot. I'm trying to scroll back up. Nice underparts. Yes, thank you very much. This game looks awesome, Modcom. I don't think it looks that great, to be completely honest. Let me see. The size of the head seems a tad off. Yeah, it is. It's really weird. Let's see. Love reading the chats. Yep. Sambo, slow and steady is good for this game, but we know that's not you. Were you saying I'm a bull in a china shop? Really? Yeah. The only knowledge I have is from others' Let's Plays, says Megwin. Yeah, pretty much the same here. So, there we go. Smack one of the old ladies? No way. Alright, let's do it. Let's get out of here. I'm just going to... look, I've got to figure out what the blimmin' run key is. Seriously, key bindings... Oh, here we go. Run. Oh, no. Dash. Auto walk and auto dash. Okay, let's figure out what they do. So, Z and X. Here is X. Ah! Okay. Oh, and there's a little symbol appears underneath my health bar. There we go. And what's Z? Z is a walking... Ah! Okay, so Z toggles between walking and running normally. So I want to run normally. And X appears to be dash, and it appears to use my stamina bar. Okay, Crisscross is saying, I feel bad saying this, but is anyone else waiting for Sambo to encounter an invader? I don't even know what an invader is, but anyway. There we go. Can I kill this? Yes, apparently. Oh, that animation is so annoying how it just carries on. Okay, pick up weapon. Soul of a lost undead and a torch. Okay. What does this do? Examine. Bonfires are places of respite. You may also light torches on them. Okay. What are they? Light bonfire. Do I want to light a bonfire? I'm not sure. Modcom, yes, I can see your text. I certainly can. Waiting for more Final Fantasy episodes. Nash, we've got one in the can. It's all edited up. That'll be uploaded in the next couple of days. Okay, so what happens if I light a bonfire? Is it like a save point or something? It doesn't explain. Oh, I'm just going to do it. Whoa! Okay, bonfire lit. Okay, what is toggle? And what is rest at... I hate this, it doesn't explain anything! Oh my lord. Okay, I don't know what toggle does, but rest... And I don't even know how I can use Y, because there's no Y! There is no Y! Anyway, rest at the bonfire. Yeah. Oh, okay, here we go. What is this? Travel. Fires keep. Bonfire intensity, no idea. Right click back. Right click back. So clunky, this is just awful. Ah, dear. Katella saying light the bonfire. There we go. Attune spells. No spells. Okay. Burn. Human effigy. What does this do? A warm, soft, shadow-like effigy. Use this item to reverse hollowing. Yes, it's a checkpoint. Thank you very much. Peer closely. Okay, I don't think I want to do that, do I? Back. Item box. Also resets all the enemies, really. Okay, human effigy, life gem, slightly restores HP. Okay, that's what that's for. Dark sign, lose souls and return to the bonfire. Used to acquire souls. Black banish phantoms, return to your world. Restores link to other. I have no idea. Okay, so can I equip a shield? That's what I want to know. Like, here's a whole bunch of shields, and that one has got heaps of defense by the looks of it, I think. Yep, so what do I do? Right click. No, how do you equip a shield? I don't know how you equip a shield. And why does my item box come up here? Oh, so my item box is like... Oh no, I don't even know what it's like. Is it like a stash in Diablo, perhaps? I have no idea. How do I show item info, life? How do I use the item? Oh, this seriously, it's so awful. Back. Yeah. Right click back. Menu. Where's my inventory? Here we go. So where's my life ring? Back. No. Inventory. Okay. Where's my... Okay, here's is here a shield? Oh man, this is horrible. Okay, there's the life ring. There's the life ring. What can I do with it? Select confirm. Confirm A. I have absolutely no idea. Okay, I'm going to wait till you guys tell me. How do I equip something? What does toggle mean? And what... I don't know. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to charge on ahead. If any of you guys want to come into the mumbles, to help out, feel free. Let me see. What are these things? Ooh. Now, I know that I can fall off the edges, so I've got to be careful, but how do I light one of these? This looks like something I can... Oh, look, there's people running around. Seriously, someone tell me, what are those people running around in the game? Honestly. And what is this? Why can't I use it? Do I go into my inventory equipment? Didn't I pick up some torches or something? No. Inventory. Where's my torch? What are these things? I don't have any clue what these are. These are swords. Can I use a better sword? Don't know. What's that thing? A staff, shield, helm. Where's the torches? I don't even know where the torches are. They're not in my inventory. Seriously. Terrible. Message read history. Horrible. Anyway, okay, I presume I'm meant to light those bonfires. I don't know. Into the mist, why not?
Hey, Sambo.
Hey, who's that in the chat room?
Nikos.
Hey, Nikos. Oh, I can see Katella in there as well. Hey, guys, how's it going?
Not bad, you? Sounds like you're having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, did you come here to help me?
Maybe a little bit.
Oh, thanks. Can you... sadly, I'm probably a little bit ahead of you now, but I went through... Oh, no, I can go back out. So, I'm going to go back to the bonfire, if you don't mind. Can you please explain to me what a bonfire is?
Yeah, the bonfire is your save teleport area where you need to go to, obviously, switch your items around and to level up when you get to town. But the toggle you saw before was to switch between messages, to go from bonfire or a message or a bloodstain that's on the ground. So if there's a bloodstain and a message, you have to toggle between the two of them to be able to access them.
Oh.
Sorry, not to break in, but also when you're at a bonfire, a toggle will light your torch. The other thing that's really important about bonfires is that it will repair your weapon.
Oh, okay. So, interesting. So thanks, guys. And by the way, good to see you all there. Who's in the chat room there? QT, we've got Euramon, Katella, Nikos. This is great. So, my problem is that I'm deliberately not playing this with... I mean, I have an Xbox controller. I'm staring at it, but I'm not plugging it in because I'm trying to prove a point here. What is the key for toggle then? How, like, the game does zero to explain that. Like, how would I toggle? Like, I guess I would
try the mouse button, the roller down, click it down. Like it says, you know, like that's always the weird button.
Yeah. Okay. No, what that's doing is resetting the camera, which is cool. Matitude EV3 says in the chat room, and this is one of my questions as well, and we'll get to the toggle thing in 1 minute. Guys, is there a reason for the ghost players? Can you interact with them? Now, before you guys answer about this, I'm staring at one right now. There's one in the background. Tallahassee and I were trying to understand if we could co-op the game. Why am I logged in? What are these ghosts running around? Are they a threat? Are they other players? Are they the equivalent of ghosts like in a driving game? You know how some driving games you can't actually play in real time with someone, but you can drive against their ghost that they pre-recorded. Is that what it is? Who wants to try and explain what this is to me, please?
You want to go for it, Cutie, or you want me to handle that?
Sure. So the ghosts that you see from time to time are other players, and when you're seeing their ghost, that's actually what they're doing at that point in time.
Oh, that's real time.
As for co-op, you can, if you see someone else's ghost, normally you'll see them at a bonfire. Speaking of seeing ghosts at a bonfire, sometimes you'll see like a solid other person at a bonfire.
Yep.
That's the same thing as a ghost, except you just see them better.
Right.
And you can emote at each other if you happen to have the time to do it. It's hard to see a ghost and have time to emote, you know, because it takes a while to get to it.
One thing I do remember is T brings up these emotes. So let's see. There we go. Right, so these emotes are for other players. So if Tallahassee and I, for example, we both bought this game. We're both on Steam, we're mates and all the rest of it. If we wanted to actually play this together, is it that sort of game where the two of us can be running around in this world fighting monsters, or is that not how it works?
There is a way to do it. There's a special item that you have to pick up that you won't get until just before the first boss. It's called a white soapstone.
Right.
And the way they work is actually really awkward. At least it's better than it was in Dark Souls 1.
Okay.
What you have to do is you have to use your white soapstone and you leave a sign on the ground. But because the way the multiplayer is, it's divided up into separate servers. So you might or might not be on the same server as the person you want to co-op with. But when you put your sign down, every few minutes or so it'll float to a different server. So if you leave it down long enough, eventually the person you want to co-op with will be able to see it, but someone else may see it first and summon you.
Wow. It just seems awkward to me.
Very difficult to play.
Yeah, so the best way to do it, if you really want to co-op with someone, is find an out-of-the-way place where you don't see any other signs on the ground and put your sign down there and have them go there and wait to see it.
So, can I ask a question then? Why would, when you're developing a game, right? Yes, that's right, Cream of Justice. The one button I can remember is the emotes. When you're developing a game, I mean, let's pretend we're developers right now. Okay, so here we are. We're having a virtual conference. Okay, we're at a virtual meeting room, and it's day one of the design brief for a new game that we're making. And someone brings up the topic of co-op. And we agree that yes, this game should be co-opable, and let's make sure that when someone picks up the box, which by the way, if you stare at the box, it says co-op 2 to 3. Yes, let's do that. Now let's figure out a way of implementing that. Who in their right mind would come up with such an antiquated, arbitrary system? Why? What is the purpose of that? This is what I don't understand about this entire game, is that why have they deliberately made it the most illogical way of doing it? Is there a reason? Or am I missing something?
Well, the way that I've seen it, because I've played Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2, the game is pretty much meant to be soloed. It's meant to test your dodging and like battle and strategy kind of abilities. And what you do is normally they put their soapstone, the white soapstones, at the bosses. If you cannot succeed, then you call for help.
Right, okay, I see. Alright, that makes sense. And look, again, I'm trying to get my head around the ethos of this game. Like, what is its point? What's its purpose? Why does it exist? So, alright, one more question.
It exists to be a really difficult game and make people angry.
Yeah, so let's see if that happens. What I want to know, one other question is, you talked about torches. I picked up some torches before. So this begs the question, I've got an inventory. Why can I not see torches in it?
Torches are not an actual physical item in your inventory, but if you look kind of above where you're... I'm not on the game right now, so I have to do this from memory.
That's okay.
It's kind of above where the items that are equipped for use in your inventory and your items that are, and your weapons and armor that are equipped, is kind of below that and above the other items. Yep. There's a thing that just lists a time.
I see it.
And
I see it. Yep.
Yeah. That's how long you can have a torch lit. So every single torch that you pick up is an additional 5 minutes on that. And then you can just have a torch lit until that runs out, and you don't have to switch torches or anything. It's a really awkward system. It actually took me almost an entire week to figure out how it works.
Wow, that's horrible. And that begs the question, of course, what are torches for? Do I need them? And is it something to do with these braziers that are out the front here?
You can use them to light the braziers. There are areas in the game that will be relatively dark. When the game was initially designed, there were going to be areas that were almost completely pitch black, and you would have to use a torch to get through them. Okay. But as they went through development, they figured that was really difficult, because while you were using a torch, you couldn't use a shield, and people were complaining.
Yeah.
So they lightened up a lot of those areas, and there are really very few areas in the game anymore that you can't navigate without a torch. Okay. But a torch will help you out, because you will find braziers in certain areas that, although it's light enough to navigate, enemies can still jump out at you, and it can be incredibly scary and almost instant death. So you can at least use a torch to go light a brazier, and then the next time you're in that area, it will be lighter, and it won't be as hard to see the enemy.
Thank you very much.
So it's basically you run into an area, light a torch as bravely as you can before you die, and then the next time you're in there, it's easier.
Okay, good lord. One final question before we leap into this cave here, and I'm sure you're all dying for me to do that, because no doubt there's going to be some baddies in there. Do I need to equip a shield? Can I equip a shield? How do I know if I can equip a shield or not? Etc. So if I go into my equipment, there's no shield. There's some slots there, but there's no shield equipped.
go to the same tab you did to see the torch timer, the equipment tab.
Yep.
And you'll see that there has like left hand, right hand, then body pieces, and then below there'll be about, I think it's 10 slots.
Right.
That's for your belt where it says life gem.
Yes.
So you'll be able to equip the top row, I believe, is your right hand. The second row is your left hand.
That's correct. Yep,
and you
right
can put a
weapon.
shield there.
In the left weapon. Okay. I see. So I just click on it and then click on a shield. Okay, so I don't know what these stats do, but there's strength and, because they don't actually tell you, but there's a picture of an arm and there's a picture of a hand. So
have you also have you figured out the way that why there's 3 slots on each hand? Have you figured out what that is about yet?
No.
So the reason there's 3 slots in each hand is you can equip 3 things to each hand and you can hot swap them. So like during combat or something, if your weapon is getting close to breaking, you can hot swap to a different one. Or if you realize that the type of weapon you need is different, you can swap to a different one. It's actually really handy.
Okay, that's cool. All right, well, I didn't actually realize that this was effectively my paper doll because it's not laid out like every other game. So yeah, it's horrible. Anyway, okay, I'm going to click here where the shield is. Now I've got 5 shields, and I presume that's because it's from my pre-order collector-y edition bonusy thing. I'm looking at the stats and they don't make any sense to me, but what's the arm and the hand, which is what seems to be prevalent with the shield here? There's an arm number and there's a hand number. What the heck are those? Do you know what I mean?
Can I get a link to the stream so I can see what you're looking at?
Yeah, it's if you go to just and it's for anyone too who's listening along, go to youtube.com/SamboNZ. It should be streaming right there. So yeah, it's just there's some stats at the very bottom and they're just icons.
Okay.
And one is a strong arm.
On the bottom of your thing, there's obviously a guy flexing. That's
Yes.
the amount of strength you need to use it.
Oh.
The row below, it's in green. That's it's how the stat will affect how good the weapon is. So if it's, let's say, like the one you're using that I can see now, anyways, you were on 8.
Yes, that's right.
And then it was D, I believe, below.
Yes, 8D.
Well, that means that it's D quality. If it was S quality, that would mean the more strength you had, the better it would get. So if both shields had the same defense, that one would more likely be better because it's an S with strength. So
Right.
the more strength you have, the better it gets.
Scaling that it is, yeah. Okay, so
scales.
the symbols along the bottom, the flexing arm is strength,
Yeah.
the hand is dex,
Yeah.
the next thing is
Wisdom?
intelligence, and the thing after that is faith.
Okay.
And then along the bottom there is also the strength dex, and then its resistances, I think it's
Slashing, flame,
Yeah.
like
yeah,
lightning.
fire resistance, lightning resistance, and dark resistance, and I think the other one is just physical resistance. Then
Okay.
along the side,
Yep.
on the far right side there,
All the
from the
stats.
top, I believe that's slashing, piercing. Yeah, I think that's right. One of them down there somewhere is blunt, but I don't remember what it is. Someone that knows the game better will probably say.
Those numbers
Yeah,
though.
so I think it's like you said, slashing, piercing, flame, poison, darkness, poison, or something like that, or toxic. The other one's poison. The other one is bleeding. I have no idea what the last 2 are, but
Probably
third
probably
to
curse.
third to last is your actual shield defense. Then it's your durability, and then it's the weight. The last one at the bottom where it says 0.3 and it's red is your
Yep.
weight.
Oh.
The more
Oh
weight,
right, I remember
the
that.
slower
Very,
you
very
roll.
top one is actually how much your shield blocks for. So you want as high a number as possible on that very, very top one. So
Oh, yeah.
that one that you were just on
95.
for a second on your stream, that's 90. That'll block 90% of incoming damage.
Right.
Of incoming physical damage.
And yeah, I've got one there that's
And okay,
95.
yeah, that's right. I remember now. So the top, very top on the very right side, that's physical block, then magic block. And then individually down below, it tells you how much it defends against the other elements and stuff.
So those blue numbers are going to
This
be
game
like
is complex.
a comparison tool. If I had another one equipped, it would show me whether it's higher or lower than
Yeah,
what
it'll
I've got.
give you blue numbers or red numbers.
Okay. Well, what I'll do is I won't equip a shield for now. That'll be interesting. Let's just see what happens. So I'm going to get back out of here. Thank you, by the way, for all of this. This is great. So a lot of it's explained. Why they don't explain this in the game, I have no idea. I'm going to go down a darkened corridor. We've got ourselves something we can examine, and it says RB is attack, R weapon. Now, yet again, and I can see some monsters ahead of me. Now, this is going to be interesting because, for example, if I hadn't just been playing with the buttons, I wouldn't know that right mouse button was attack or left mouse button was attack. Like, why can they not, for a PC version, come up and just say, mouse button? Seriously.
Well, right now you are doing the tutorial. You're going through all those areas and you're going to read all the tombstones as you go, and they will teach you how to play the game. This is
Be
the
careful
actual
though, because
tutorial.
you can accidentally attack the tombstones and destroy them, and you can never read them again.
Oh god. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Attack. Alright, well I'm just going to go and attack this guy and see what happens. Here we go. So my first combat in Dark Souls 2. Here we go. One hit. I'm going to run away.
Just to explain something on the HUD for you,
Yep.
The little cross on the bottom left, the red bars underneath
Yes.
the right side and the left side, that's your weapon
Durability?
or shield durability.
Right.
Make sure you keep a very close eye on that, because when that starts to get low, you need to rest to the bonfire, otherwise your weapon will break, and you have to take it to the blacksmith to get it fixed, which you don't have unlocked yet.
Okay, alright. And if I had a shield, would the left mouse button be for that? Is that what I use to defend, is it? Or I'm not sure. Now, let's
I would assume so. I don't know. I play on console.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm guessing. Yeah, and then if you double click, you'll probably do the parry. But I doubt whether you want to try and parry right now.
Okay. Well, it actually, I've just equipped a shield and it said unable to use to its best ability or something. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, that's another thing. If you see one of the stats at the bottom that are red, you can still equip anything in the game, but you won't be able to use it to its full potential unless you have the right stats. So in other words, you're just slowing yourself down or pretty much weakening yourself.
Okay, so I will use. Let's see. This.
Yeah, I think the only thing that does in shields is they'll block it'll probably lower the stability so your guard will break faster.
Right.
That, and if you're not strong enough to use it, it'll take longer to bring it up to block with. So.
Okay. Let me put
It depends on if it's your strength or your dex that's low, though.
And why
Yeah,
didn't I not have a helmet? That's silly. I'm going to put my life ring on as well. Okay, alright. I've equipped stuff and I've equipped a shield. Oh,
The armor
stuff.
set that you started with just doesn't start with a helmet. There is a helmet for that set, but you have to buy it.
Yeah, but you also have 5 swords that came with that, and they all have like poison and some other damage. I didn't get those ones when I got the game.
Okay.
So those
Yeah,
might
that's
help too.
the pre-ordered DLC stuff.
Now, okay, so I've got a shield, I've got a ring, I've got my hat, no problem. I'll keep the same broadsword. Definitely right mouse button is sword and left mouse button appears to be... Well, it's actually not doing anything now. There we go.
Hold it.
Oh, you hold it.
Because if you double click it, you'll swing the shield out. If you time that perfectly, when he attacks, you can hit his shield or his weapon out of the way and then stab him. But it's not easy as it's said, or they say it is, anyways.
All right.
Yeah, the
Now,
parry in this game is really complicated.
yeah, I've read about that. Now, this is an interesting one that I'm just not going to be able to do. It says target lock release. I mean, again, it's referring to pressing down on the right stick and then while locked, change target. I have no idea how I'm going to do that without a controller. Let's go and have a look here. The key bindings. Let's see if there are any target locking here. Reset camera. Oh, target lock and release is click the mouse wheel, apparently. So, let's try that. Okay, there we go. So I've got it locked, and now my WASD is... So I'm stuck. I'm stuck on that target, and I can click it again to release it. Okay, so it's middle mouse button, and then right stick target locked is change target. So I'm going to assume if I click the middle mouse button that I'd use the arrow keys. No, arrow keys is changing out my weapon. So I don't know what that will be, but anyway. All right, I'm going to go in. Let's try this. Oh, I took a hit, but I did manage to kill him. Right now, my health has just dipped about 15%. So, do I care, and will it regen?
It does not regen, but you can use one of your life gems to fill it up. But
Okay.
I would wait until you're at least at 50% before using one.
Yep. Okay, left stick plus hold B is dash. I think we established that that was X. Yep, okay, so X, and dash obviously uses stamina, so I'm guessing they want me to dash through here, so I will. There we go. Oh, and there's a baddie. Oh, and I actually accidentally parried him, which is great, because this is the other thing. The game is backwards. You'd think left mouse button would be attack, but it's not. Right mouse button is attack, so that's just backwards from the get-go, but anyway. Okay, and I lost...
Well, it's to match with what hand you're using. So your right mouse button, you use your right hand, and your left mouse button, you use your left hand.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I can see a baddie here. He is... He's looking away from me, so I'm going to attack him from behind. There we go. And I've got a tombstone we can read. Behind enemy attack is critical. Okay, well that's good to know. Let's carry on running. It's very dark around here. I can see what you mean about wanting to light the braziers, but I can see just enough. Now, there's a body down there, so let's pick that up. Got a dagger. Cool, thank you very much. Let's carry on. Here's another tombstone. Left stick and B is roll. Now, I think that is F. Now, I don't know why it wants me to roll, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, it's because it's got a... Okay, so roll is to get out of the way of danger, obviously. Okay, so if I run out of the way as well, their awfully slow swings miss me. So I can actually dodge out of the way. So I guess that's part of the strategy of playing this game. Let's have a look. Switch equipped weapon. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's left arrow and right arrow. So if I actually go in there now and let's get some equipment up, I'm going to put on another sword or something. So let me see. I want one with no red stuff. So I've got a dagger there. The only one that I can really use is the dagger, so I'll pop that in there.
Also, be careful with how much stuff you equip on yourself at once, because it will increase your weight, and you only have a certain amount of carry weight before it starts to slow you down, and you will roll slower and run slower.
Ah, okay. Alright, so there we go. That's me switching out my weapons. Now I've got about 2/3 health, so I'll stick with that, but let's carry on. Alright, here's another tombstone to read. B is backstep. I'm pretty sure that's F. Yep, there we go. Why does it want me to backstep? Oh. Oh. Oh, the enemy killed the little tombstone there. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
how do I
such a troll move from FromSoft. You can break the
the
tutorials and then never read them.
Now, how do I avoid arrows?
You either have to roll or block them.
Okay, so I can block them. Alright, got a life gem, so that's handy. I won't use it just yet because I'm only half health. X is use item. Well, that's actually E if you're using a keyboard. Alright, so entering the mist. Alright, so just going to the chat room there very, very quickly. Yes, I know everyone dies in Dark Souls. Oh, and that looks a bit nice. It's a bit brighter out here. You should really play with a controller, and I hope you don't give in and insert a gamepad. This is much funnier. No, I'm not going to. And Katella has said the point he's making is that if you port it to the PC, you should be able to be used without it. That's right. You've dipped your toes in that pool. And in fact, what I'm going to do is give you an analogy that I gave Tallahassee yesterday. Yes, I understand that some games are better than keyboard and mouse, but look, this is what it's like. Let's pretend that we are a bicycle manufacturer, okay? And we make a game, rather a bicycle called the Dark Cycle. And in fact, it's our second model. It's Dark Cycle 2. And
man, this sounds really like you're making an analogy here.
It is an analogy. And what this is it's a brown bicycle, and it's got handlebars, and it's got 2 wheels. It's not the best bicycle on the market, but it's made of iron, and it's robust. And let me tell you, it's one of the most popular bicycles on the market. Okay? the Dark Cycle 2. So we make a fairly average, not the best, bicycle, and it's very, very, very popular. Now, the higher-ups at our company here, Sambo Inc., they say, hey, you know what? A lot of people ride our bike, don't they? Yep, they do. Well, says the big head honcho at Sambo Inc., you know what? There's these things out there called cars, and they're really popular as well. And I need you guys down on the factory floor to make cars. And everyone turns to the exec at Sambo Inc. and says, yeah, well, I know that cars are really popular, but we don't make them. Okay, we just make dark cycles. We don't make dark cars. We make our product is 2 wheels and handlebars. It's what we do. Yeah, I know, but everyone else out there is driving cars as well, so I need you guys to make them. Okay? All right, so what we do is we go ahead and we make the dark car, except the thing is that our car has 2 wheels. I know, we're putting it on the road, but we're making a car, and I'm sorry, we don't do 4 wheels. I'm just going to give you 2. So there you go. That's my analogy. That is completely unacceptable. If you're going to dip your toe, in our case, into the car market, you have to come out and actually say, well, cars have 4 wheels, and they have a steering wheel, not handlebars. If we just go out there and say, here's our car, it's got 2 wheels, that's not on. So you can't defend the fact that this game has crappy controls for keyboard and mouse, because these guys have come out and said, okay, we'll do it. If you're going to do it, you have to support it. It's that simple. Okay, move camera, right stick. Thank you very much for that one there, Captain Obvious. All right, so let's carry on. Oh, I nearly fell off then. Nearly fell off. Now, to get down the ladder, kick the ladder down.
You! Give us a key!
Ooh, what's this saying? Yes, oh, you all want a job at Sambo Inc. Okay, no problem. What did kick the ladder down mean? Didn't do anything. Oh, there we go. It's doing it again. Okay, climb down. Oh, this makes no sense. I'm just doing the same thing over and over. Oh, but this time I'm climbing down apparently. All right. Now, can I ask another question, guys? Is there actually a map? Or is that asking a bit much?
There is no map.
Okay, no map.
No world map, no area maps, no mini map. No map.
That's what the torches are also for, to light the paths you've already been to. So you know that if you light them, then if you see a torch that's lit, you've already been there, pretty much.
Wield right weapon two-handed is why.
With weapons that are based on strength, when you wield it two-handed, it'll increase its attack by, I know in Dark Souls 1 it was like 150%. I don't remember exactly what it is in Dark Souls 2 though.
Okay.
But it slows you down and also takes way more stamina.
God, I need
It takes a lot more stamina, yes.
I'm nearly dead. Let me just eat one of these things. Oh man.
Before too much longer, you're going to get to an area where you get a proper healing item.
Okay.
Well, assuming that you don't die a lot, it won't be too much longer.
Well, look, what I need to know is how do I, with my key bindings, what is Y? Like, seriously, I don't know what Y is. I need strong attack left hand Y.
Is it Q, maybe?
Yeah, I can try that. Let's, because it doesn't actually tell me. Oh, hang on, double. Or is it what's called the strong attack? Because I can double left click and double right click.
That's the strong attack is just a more powerful attack with your weapon.
Wield the right weapon, 2 hands. I think it said.
Yep.
You move too fast.
Yep. Wield left weapon two-handed. So let's have a look here.
Or you can control right click mouse button or mouse wheel. Sorry.
Yeah, it's control click mouse wheel in order to wield with both hands.
Oh my god. Okay, control click mouse wheel.
Or N. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
If that isn't slightly convoluted.
Wow. Jenna is saying in the chat room there, tell Cutie I love him. There we go. All right, so I'm going to give this a go now.
I love you, Jenna. Huddles.
Please don't do that again.
Come on, attack.
I'm going to leave.
Now, that worked really well because it seemed like I was auto-blocking, I think. I'm not sure. It seemed that way. Anyhow, let's go in here. While dashing, do a dashing jump. B. Oh, God. Okay, what's B? This is going to be terrible, isn't it? Let me see. Key bindings. We've got... jump is shift plus click mouse wheel. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. This is going to be horrible.
I wish I wasn't so far behind on the stream because I'm seeing you do these really cool things accidentally, and I'd like to tell you what you've done, but since it's like a minute behind.
I know, terrible. Okay, I think...
Didn't you put jump as space also?
Yeah, I've got space as well, because of course there's three different places in this menu system where you can set jump, which makes total sense, right? So F is dash, and space is jump. So let me just read this again.
Well, from what I understand is either you can control your attacks with your left and right mouse and control everything else with your hand, your left hand, or you can just move with your left hand and use the shift and control and use the mouse wheel clicking down to do everything pretty much, because they seem to be focusing a lot on that. So I think it's either they want you to do one or the other, not both.
Okay, alright. Well, look, let's test this dashing jump now, because I think this is going to be awful with keyboard and mouse. So dash, so jump is spacebar, and when you're running it does nothing. If I hit X and then do it...
Yeah, you need to be dashing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, that doesn't do anything though. So spacebar does nothing. What's F? Okay, F. F apparently... This is just awful. Okay, key bindings. What was F? F was...
wasn't it your roll and your step back, wasn't it?
Yeah. So jump is
not...
No,
it should be still spacebar, but you need to be dashing.
Yeah, you have... While you're dashing, push the jump button, and then you'll jump. And that's the only time you can ever jump.
There you go. Well, you did it in the stream anyways.
Yeah, but what I was doing there was not... okay, let me explain. This is where it really annoys me. So... If I go and find what my key is, here we go. So Z is auto walk, X is auto dash, F is dash. Okay, so this gets really confusing. And
yeah, so if you press F, so that should be your roll, right? F is your roll.
Yeah, it looks
or
like what you have to do is
still.
hold down F and a direction, and then press space, and you'll jump.
Yeah.
No, so that's what I'm doing right now. I know you're behind, but I'm holding down W and hitting F. Okay, so holding down F.
You have to hold down
W.
F.
Yep. So hold down W and then hold down F when I've got the stamina. That's actually bringing up the... Yeah, okay, that's like a shift. Okay, that's good.
You have to have enough stamina.
Yeah. That's good. That's good to know, and that's the equivalent of hitting X. So X just toggles it on and off. But if I hold down F, it brings it up momentarily. That's fine. Now, if I do that
that's
and
not
then
complicated at all.
No, oh my god, it's awful. Now, if I then hold down F, there we go, and now hit space, nothing happens. Nothing happens.
That's weird.
It's just horrible. Oh, this is so bad. This is bad. But I was jumping.
It's difficult that we're trying to help you learn controls that we're not familiar with while being behind on what you're actually doing.
I know, it's terrible. Okay, there,
well,
I did it.
To try the...
I found out what it is. This is horrible. I have to hold down W. I have to do the X, like toggle X, so that it's automatically doing the dash. I can't actually use F at all. So I have to have X, and then while I'm running, I have to hit F.
That's awkward.
That is the worst thing ever. No, I can't hold F. I have to tap it, or it doesn't do anything.
Okay, well, yeah, try that then. Hold W.
Yep.
While you're pressing F, then just let go and tap it like as you're running.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that would work.
Oh, yes, it does.
Ridiculous.
Yes, thank you. That does work.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Okay, so let's...
That's kind of like the way you used to have to jump in Dark Souls 1. You had to hold down circle to run, but circle was also the jump button.
Yeah, so you have to let it go.
Hold down circle, and then when you wanted to jump, let go and tap it. It was
That's
Crazy.
exactly what we're doing here. So, wow. Okay, here we go. I'm going to run. Oh, wait a minute. I've got to get a bit of a build up. Oh man, so I've got to have enough space to allow the F to begin to work, and then let it go. Here we go. Then let it go.
There's also a ladder there. I don't know if you want to use that ladder before you jump
Well, the ladder
across.
goes to a different area. Jumping across is an item. The ladder continues this tutorial area.
I've managed to figure it out. But your timing would have to be... Because the other thing is that because you don't know when the F is actually going to kick in, you could lose stamina by the time you get to the place where you want to jump. It's unbelievable. Let me just pause here for a moment, folks, and let's reflect on every other third-person action game. And I mean every single other one. Okay? Whether you've got stamina or not as a resource, that's not my beef here. The thing is that you basically run and you hold... You know, if you're on a controller, then you maybe hold a trigger or click in the analog stick or whatever it is that you do to initiate a sprint. Okay, let's take something like, I don't know, Call of Duty or Kingdoms of Amalur, any third-person game, even, or first-person, you just hold down a modifier to sprint, right? So that's fine. And then when you get to a point where you want to jump, you tap the button, and it might be probably A or something like that is jump. This game makes it so ridiculously convoluted to do something as simple as jump. Why would I even bother? Like, let's try this again. I'm going to hold down F. I'm going to let go, tap. So I have to, hang on, let's count this. I have to hold down W. I then have to hold down F. That's 2. I have to wait for an event to occur, which is for it to start. That's 3. I then have to keep an eye on my stamina bar, which starts to disappear. That's 4. I then have to let go of F, which is 5. And then at the right time, I have to tap F, 6, and then let go of everything. So that's 7 interactions that my brain has to do in order to just jump across a gap. Wow, I'll leave that with you guys. That's just unbelievable.
Or you could just do the simple way of holding down W, shift, and using the mouse button without moving it to the side and jumping off into a hole. That's much easier.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, I have yet to meet a person that plays Dark Souls that enjoys the way jumping works in either of them.
Seriously, I'd love to have an interview with the developers and say, why did you do this? But anyway, LT and RT. Oh, so here we are. This is going to be real fun. Left trigger and right trigger with a shield equipped is parry a enemy's attack. Now, I don't have RT or LT. I'm going to assume it's double click.
Yeah, that's what I did before.
Yeah, okay, all right, there we go. Let's go over here and read this one. Left stick plus RB and LB is guard break. Oh, God. Okay, I don't even know.
You actually did use a guard break earlier. That's one of those things I wish I could have pointed out to you when you were actually doing it.
Okay, I don't know how. We'll just have to... I don't know. Anyway, LB and RB while falling is a plunging attack. So this is going to be interesting. LB is not something that I can actually use. Let's have a look here. Except it's the double click thing. So maybe I double click, it's a strong attack or left. Yeah, maybe we'll double left click and see what happens. Let's try. Yeah, let's try this. Could be where I die. But anyway, falling off. No, double click did nothing. Alright, now I am amongst enemies. Let's get out of here. Oh god. One's dead. Alright, actually managed to kill those two, so that was interesting. Oh boy. Left stick plus left trigger or right trigger is a jumping attack. No, it's not. Yeah, see. Good morning, Grey Badger. Yes, my blood pressure is holding up. Doc Sun B is saying it's too clunky for me. That's right. For those with access to Engine, go check out Sambo's page, says Katella. I just posted the perfect picture for his bike car analogy. Oh, I have to do that myself. I know I'm in the middle of a stream, but I definitely want to go and do that. Because I want to see what you've done. Now, by the way, is Katella... I can't see the mumble. Is Katella in here? Are you here, Katella? I'm sure she was before. Here. Oh, you're there. Hello, how are you? You're being very patient off to the sidelines there. Now, let me see. I'm going to go to my page. What have you posted on my page?
Oh, wow, that is the perfect picture.
Let's have a look. And by the way, hi, Katella.
Good job, Katella. You get props for that one.
Yeah, I'm loading it up now. So let's have a look at this. That's exactly it. Don't worry, guys. I'll update the live stream later after this with a link to that. So you're very, very well done. So look, Katella, again, been very patient in the background there. And we won't carry this stream on for too much longer. I'll carry on and try and attack some more people while we're talking. But what are your thoughts about all of this? Like, is this acceptable? I mean, I know. Let's just get a couple of things laid out straight here, and that is that this is a very niche game. I understand that it's a punishing game. It's designed to be rewarding for getting through some fairly nasty situations, and you have to mold yourself to its conventions. If you're going to dip your toe in the Dark Soul pool, expect to get it bitten off. I understand that. I totally understand that. But having said that, if I was playing this on a console, this would be all second nature, I'm sure. Well, it's still very clunky, but be a lot easier on a controller. What are your thoughts about these guys deciding to release it on the PC and having it come out like this? Is it acceptable?
Well, I have to say that not being somebody who's played this game before, not being somebody who is on the console, if I was brand new and I bought this for the PC because I generally play PC games, I would not be able to I would have a hard time. I would have just as hard, if not harder time than you trying to figure out the controls and learn how to do it.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. So
actually, if I may say, as someone who thinks that Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 are some of the best games of all time,
sure.
If I picked this up as a new player and did the PC version as you're attempting to do, I would pick it up, play it for about 5 minutes, and sell it.
Yep. Well, in fact, interesting, and thank you both for your commentary there. And I don't know if I'm getting attacked. I've got to be behind the tree here. I know that these levels are trying to teach me something, and it's not giving me any guidelines, but that's what Tallahassee and I came up with. We went for brunch the day after we'd bought this, and both of us felt like we'd been just ripped off, because the other thing was we went and read all the reviews, and we thought, why is everyone giving this 90, 95, 100? It's very interesting, the reviews that you read, and I will paste a link to them in the description later. Either people get paid off or they outright lie, or I don't know, because seriously, one review literally, quote, "This is the best optimized for keyboard and mouse controls version of Dark Souls we've ever had. It is perfect now, there's no clunkiness." I'm paraphrasing, but they basically say that FromSoftware have done a fantastic job with optimizing this for keyboard and mouse. And then right next to it, I had another review, so we'll pretend that was IGN. You go read the GameSpot review, and they slam the keyboard and mouse controls. So in other words, one reviewer is looking at it and saying, hey, this is black. And the other one is looking at it and saying, this is white. It can't be both black and white.
You do have to understand that some of these reviewers are looking at it from the perspective of the way the last Dark Souls was implemented for computer, which was terrible.
Right.
The port for the original Dark Souls to computer was just horrendous. It didn't work properly until user add-ons were put into it.
Right, and see, this is the other thing, is that people defend this game by saying, oh, it's going to be fine once the user mod community gets a hold of it. Are you telling me that it's an acceptable practice for an established company in the third game in their series to put out a title and say, we're so lazy and we don't care, it'll be okay because unpaid workers will fix our game for us? That's how I read that.
Let me ask you this then.
Yep.
How many Bethesda games have you played that work properly without user
Zero.
add-ons?
Zero. Terrible.
Yeah,
let's get down here.
So...
And that is kind of, oh god, I'm nearly dead. I am dead. Oh dear. And that's kind of my point though, it's not just these guys, it's Bethesda as well, they're just as bad, and Elder Scrolls Online suffers all of these problems as well, and more.
So
it's
yeah,
just
I'm
terrible.
not trying to say it is an acceptable practice.
No, I know.
But I am pointing out that it's common enough that apparently someone thinks it's acceptable.
Yeah, and this is the problem I have, and by the way, I've gone all the way back to the bonfire. We'll probably call it here, folks. Don't worry, I will definitely try and play this through in a Let's Play where I'm not streaming, so that I can actually get down and try and get through it, and at better quality. So don't worry, we'll definitely do that. But I guess my comment overall, both for this game and for the Elder Scrolls Online and for Bethesda games, is that it is a sad state of affairs that we as consumers vote with our wallets and say it's okay that you do this. As per my analogy, if it was any other industry, if I was selling you a refrigerator and I sold it to you with everything but the front door on it, I don't think I would legally be able to sell it as a refrigerator because it doesn't do what it's meant to do. You know, it's broken. It's clearly I've missed a major component of it. And sometimes when games have game-breaking bugs, all we do as a consumer is say, oh look, I'll buy it anyway and I'll wait for the modding community to fix that. I just think it's a sad state of affairs that we've reached that point in the industry where that is okay. But anyway.
Well, and also the industry has become so much about we'll patch it later. Release the game now, we'll patch it later. People will be okay.
Yeah, exactly right. And it's the thing is, the more we buy these games and say, yeah, it's okay, the more the industry says, well, look what we can get away with. We can actually deliver this game in an unfinished, unworking state at full retail, and it's okay. Now, I'm not suggesting that Dark Souls 2 is in that boat, okay? The only beef I have with Dark Souls 2, it's not the punishing difficulty. I'm not upset that I've died 4 times already. That's why I bought the game. I realize it's going to be hard, and it's going to be uber satisfying when I finally figure it out and get through. Like, I can tell that from here. That's fine. That's not my beef. My beef is that they've released it on PC. Seriously, PCs do not come with a controller. They do not come with a controller. So if you're gonna actually dip your toe in this water, then for God's sake, employ somebody for 2 hours to build a UI that actually works with a keyboard and mouse. Seriously, it's not that difficult. So, in fact, my challenge to FromSoftware is that I bet you I, with zero design experience, could design a better UI than what you've got here for use with keyboard and mouse. I absolutely guarantee it. In fact, I will pay you, I'll go... This is on YouTube, so I'm saying this outright in public. I will pay you FromSoftware $1,000 cash if I couldn't. Seriously, it's not that difficult. Really, I'm not talking about the design. I'm not talking about the implementation. So anyway, I get very frustrated at it. Thank you guys, firstly, for coming along and being with us there in the chat room. Let's see how many of... Oh, there's 40 of you there, so thank you very much for your support of my channel. Really do appreciate that. I know this has been a very polarizing subject, but it's good to have those every now and then. I don't dislike anybody's opinion here, and I'd also like to say a big thank you, by the way, to people who join me in the chat room here. Cutie, Uramon, Nikos. We've got Merrick in there as well. I didn't see you there before. Hi, Merrick. We've also... Hello, we've got Katella. Thank you guys for your patience. It must be very frustrating seeing me, especially if you're, like Katella said, if you've played these games before, you will be screaming at the screen, I'm sure, saying, oh, Sambo, you just do this, you just do that. Remember, the point is I'm not a Dark Souls player. I'm a video gamer, and you know, I come with a lot of baggage, and a lot of that baggage are typical control schemes. You know, escape gets me out of a menu, for example. That's pretty normal. Spacebar jumps, you know, little things like this. And my point of all of this is to say, hey, I'm sure you've got a great game, but it's wrapped in a terrible interface for a keyboard and mouse. And seriously, you've got to do something about that, if you ask me. Before we do go, I'd also like to thank everyone in the chat room on the YouTube channel here. Thank you very much for watching. Look out for a filmed Let's Play, and I'll see if I can get Tallahassee in on it. It's not going to be a big sprawling Let's Play, but I definitely want to get further than we got today and get into some of this combat and see if we can do it. And I will plug in a controller to do that so I can actually play the game rather than focus on its foibles. But Merrick, before we go, I do notice that on your... I'll run around while I ask you this question quickly. I noticed on your engine channel that you've finally taken the plunge, and speaking of punishing games, you've bought... Oh, what's this on the ground here? You have bought... Composure required ahead, don't give up, rate message. Sorry, what are these things? What are these are these blood stains, Cutie?
The orange messages on the ground are messages left by other players. And if you rate them up, then it'll give... I don't know exactly what it does in this game. I know in Dark Souls 1 it gives them humanity, which is a really rare thing, but I know for sure that if you rate them up, then they'll stay on the ground longer, and if you rate them down, then they'll disappear faster. So if it's a good message that gives you good information, you want to rate it up. If it's a bad message, like try jumping off this edge and it leads you to your death, you want to rate it down.
Okay. Well, look, I don't know if I'm actually... It looks to me like I'm actually getting out of the tutorial area. It looks like a view's coming up that's very, very nice. I don't know if I did all the tutorials or not because I died, but this is where, there we go, Majula. Now this is where the game actually looks really, really pretty. For example, that looks really, really nice.
Oh yeah, you're gonna like it when you get out of this cave.
Yeah, there we go. That is beautiful, and I'm sure you guys can see there. Thanks, guys. No, thank you. Thanks for sticking through this. I know it was a long stream, and we didn't get much done, but like I say, I'm just trying to make my point. So look, this is where I will pick up the Let's Play from. It looks beautiful here, and I can't wait to actually get into the game proper. I'm not ragging on FromSoftware in general. I'm just absolutely saying that their implementation of the keyboard and mouse is woeful. There is no excuse. Come on, guys. There's absolutely no excuse there. But anyway, back to Merrick very quickly. Merrick, you bought Star Wars Galaxies. Did you play it, and what did you think?
I did buy it, and I am actually in the game right now. Of course, you know the game's been dead for a couple of years.
Absolutely.
Sony shut down the servers. But there is a couple of emulators that are out that that bring it back to when the game first came out. That apparently the one that everybody loves so much, and it's definitely different because it's a complete sandbox game.
Yeah. Well, look, I used to play SWG back in the day, and I think what you're talking about is Star Wars Galaxies EMU, so I'd be interested to see if you're going to stream any of that actually, because I've still got the client and I'd love to be able to get back in, but that can be a very punishing game as well, completely open sandbox. That's definitely not for everyone, and that's my point. I understand that Dark Souls, Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2 is not for everyone, but I do understand the satisfaction you get out of besting it. I'm really looking forward to giving that a go. So there we go, folks. Certainly hope you enjoyed this frustrating live stream. Look for the actual show coming up for a few episodes on my channel, but in the meantime I need to get out of here. On behalf of myself, Sambo, and everyone who joined us in the chat room, including, by the way, Cutie McSnuggles, Euramon, Katella, Merrick and Nico, saying take care. Hope you guys are having a great week wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We'll see you then.